Hi, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to Resistance Stretching Energize. For today's workout, all you will need is an exercise mat. We're going to get right into it with some standing motions, really nice and dynamic to heat up the whole body, and then some more cardio as well as really deep stretching. So are you ready? Come into a wide plie position. I want your toes turned out as far as you can. Hold your tummy in, shoulders are down and back. Pulse through the legs and think about pushing your knees towards the back and slightly tucking your hips. We're going to add some rotations to this. This time I want you to tap your tummy and tap your back. Circle and circle, circle and circle. Now start to rotate with that. Tap, tap, keep the pulse in the legs. Circling, twisting through the waist, big through the arms, nice dynamic motions. Breathing the entire time, oxygenate the muscles. Tap and tap, tap and tap. A few more like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now we're going to stretch forward and push back. Stretch forward, crossing the hands slightly in front, rounding through the spine, open the chest. Round forward, open the chest. So as you push to the back, think about pressing your hands down and back, forward and back, down and back. Still pulsing through those legs, opening everything up just for 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Now keep going, and I want you to circle and circle. All the way around, all the way around. Nice big circles. Push your shoulders down. Keep your body nice and upright here. And really pull out of that shoulder joint. So imagine that you're reaching your arm as high as you can get it. Around and around. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay low in tiny little pulses, and we're going to shoot our arms overhead and row back down. See how I'm going faster in the legs? Pulse, pulse, pull back behind you. Clasp your shoulder blades together as if you're holding something in there. Really row strongly. And shoot your fingers out in front. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Now angle your feet to the front, and we're going to hang our body down, hold onto our elbows, and keep our legs wider than hip width. And now I just want you to sway. Swaying side to side. Start to angle your elbows and rotate through your hips. So it's almost like you're doing a figure 8 shape with your butt, but you're keeping your legs nice and straight. And you're allowing your body to ragdoll down, so you're really hanging there. We're going to add 3 rocks side to side and then a stretch hold. So it's 1, 2, 3. Hold onto that ankle, push your head towards your shin and hold. Again, let loose. 1, 2, 3. Then you're holding on here, pushing your head towards your shin. And again, 1, 2, 3 and hold. 1, 2, 3 and hold. 1, 2, 3 and hold. Just one more each way. 1, 2, 3 and hold. Last time. 1, 2, 3 and hold. Now come over, place your hand by your toe and stretch up to the ceiling. Pushing out of that bottom arm, reaching up with your fingertips. Deep breath here. Nice job. Walking that over, exactly the same thing other side. Pushing up, really stretching through your hamstrings, tummies are in. Nice job. Now we're coming into a really wide low squat, so coming down here. If you can't do this, you can stay up in a higher squat, but if you can, I really want you to push your knees back, tuck your hips slightly and squeeze your glutes. Okay, we're just going to come up slightly and we're going to step to the front and back. Step to the front and back. So you're trying to not come all the way down with your bum. So it's not this. See how I'm not doing this? I'm staying up and I'm pulsing through my legs, and that makes it so much harder. 4 more. and 3. You can use your hands a little bit if it's too much. Now stay here, and we're going to start circling and circling. So you're circling your hips one direction, around, around. Stay low, but remember you're not all the way down. Your butt is not touching your ankles. You're up slightly. 3, 2, 1. Hold and stretch. Shake it out. Come back down. Another big stretch. And we're going around the other way. Circle, circle. I know it's tough, but you're tougher, right? You can do this. So your quads here should be burning like crazy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Shake it out with a flat back. Come back down. Now we're just going to go round and up and start picking up your toes. So you're circling your hips just one direction. It's a quarter circle. 3, 2, 1. Pick it up. Shake out your legs. Come back down. Other way. So you're rotating your hips, and as you get to that side, you're coming up on the toe. Around, around. 3, 2, 1. Come up and shake. So I want you to shake your legs out. Shake, shake, shake. We're going to walk forward into a down dog. So come forward while you're still shaking your legs. And now instead of shaking one and one, shake both. Up and up. Up and up. So you should be feeling that nice loosening, looking down at the mat. Arms are straight. We're going to start tapping out with one leg. So jump your legs closer together so they're hip width. Then as you jump, tap, tap, tap. Tapping out with one leg. The other one is still in line. Now if you want to walk more into that down dog, you can walk your hands forward. Otherwise, if you want to walk closer to your hands, you're really piking up those hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now tap forward. So the other leg is still jumping, but if you don't want to, then just keep it grounded like this, okay? You don't have to even lift off. You can just kind of push through the heel. Tap into the center there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to go out and front. Out and front. Really trying to get that knee in close to the chest. Out and front. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Come down into child's pose. Push up into down dog. Come down into child's pose. Deep breath. Come up into down dog. Guess what? We're doing it to the other side. I'm just going to switch sides so you can see better. Jump up in the air. Loosen that out. Side, side. So other leg now. Coming to the front. Tap and tap. Tap and tap. Really try to hold your tummy in here and keep your arms straight and active. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap to the center. Again, you can ground that leg and just do little taps, or you can keep pumping through that leg. Another thing you can do is raise up onto your fingers like this, or use yoga blocks. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's out and side. In and side, in and side. Come on, nearly done with this. Breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Now come to the center, really wide, and I want you to start walking those knees into the center. Walk and walk. Walk and walk. Really rotate through those hips, lifting your heels. Twist, twist. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Come into a kneeling position. Now we're going to curl our toes under. We're going to come up and tuck the hips, and then we're going to push up into a semi-hover squat. tuck the hips, push it up. Tuck hard. So by tucking, I mean push your hips to the front, squeeze your glutes, then raise it up. It's a tiny toe stand. You're not standing all the way up. If you need to use your hands here to help you, maybe like this, okay? That's your option. And up. And it's okay if you're a bit unbalanced. I am too, as long as you feel the exercise. And up. 3 more. Push up. So as you're coming up, you're directly up and down. You're not leaning forward if you can help it. This is the last one. And up. Nice job. Now drop your feet so you're on the top of your foot. Knees are together. And instead of being up here, I want you to come down, but your bum is not touching. Okay? From here, start circling. Hands are in front. Circle. Rotate. 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 So you're slightly coming up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay up, tuck your hips, and we're going to do those same open and close, but a lot faster now. Tuck those hips forward, and you're moving through the upper body. Try to keep the lower body as static as possible. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're rotating the other way. Around, around. It's tough. Keep your knees together. Really make sure you're not sitting down like this. Stay up and rotate through. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come to that hover, tuck your hips, and it's rowing those arms again. Super fast. Super fast. Knees are together. Squeeze your glutes. Tuck your hips. We're stretching after this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now come up. If you can, hold on to your heel and just stretch it back, pushing your hips to the front. So you should feel the stretch through the front of your thighs. Looking up at the ceiling. That feels so good. Then we're going to go around and up to the back. Stretching over, feeling the side body stretching and pushing those hips to the front. Nice job. Now we're going to come down and bring our hands to the back and then push up through those hips again. Push it up, so you should feel your shoulders stretching here as well as the front of your thighs. Breathe. Nice job. Okay, we're coming into a wide plank. So your hands are underneath your shoulders and your legs are wider than hip width apart, okay? Tuck your hips slightly forward, tummies are in, and push out of those shoulder blades. We're going to tap in and out with that front leg, in and out, holding the plank, in and out. Trying to keep the rest of the body as still as possible. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now heel to the bum. Heel to the bum, kicking it in. Still keeping it wide. In and in. 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's out and in and kick. Out and in and kick. But when you come in, you're still wide. Out and in and kick. Out and in and kick. Out and in and kick. 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Come down to the knees. Back. And then forward and up. Back into child's pose. Deep breath. Forward and stretch into cobra. Are you ready? Not much break here. Same thing other side. Coming up, wide legs. Front and in. Front and in. Push out of the shoulders, tummies are in. Tuck your hips slightly. Other leg is nice and strong. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and tap your bum. Tap it with your heel. In and in. Breathe through it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now out and tap. I should have mentioned you can do it like this. if it's just too much for you. Okay, and tap, out and tap. And of course you can do it on your elbows, out and tap. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last 1. Nice job. Coming back into child's pose, deep breath, and then forward into cobra. Deep breath, back into child's pose, and then forward into cobra. Now we're going to hang out here. So what I want you to do is make sure your hands are underneath your shoulders and your elbows are tucked into your side. We're going to come up and we're going to rotate our shoulders back and back, back and back. See how my elbows are bent? Back and back. Rotate to the back. 3, 2, 1. Now to the front and front. This is tough. You're going to have to slightly bring your elbow out in front and front. 3, 2, 1. Come down, stretch your arms, interlace and pull up. Now you can put your cheek down and really pull up here. Deep breath. Now bring your hands back into the same position. Elbows are in, tummies are in. Push it up and we're going to bounce side to side. Bounce side to side. Little tiny elbow pulses. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to come back, roll forward, up and back. Roll down, up and back. So you're trying to get your chest as close to the ground as you can, and then you're pushing yourself up and back. Roll forward, up and back. 3 more like this. Great work for the arms. And back. 2 more. And back. And this is the last one. And back. Nice job. We're going to get up and we're going to do a few cardio intervals before we get into some more deeper stretching. So I want you to just come into a bouncing position and then start bringing your legs side to side. So we're doing a similar thing, what we did before on the mat, but this is just to loosen everything up. Now start reaching your arms overhead and pulling down behind you. Pulling your elbows back, squeezing your shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now front and back, just on the one leg. I'm bouncing on my supporting leg and I've got it turned out, but if you don't want to, then keep it grounded. Maybe slow it down. You don't have to do everything as fast as I do. 4 and 3 and 2 and last one. Jack the feet. Deep breaths here, and then we're going to move to the other side. It's a short cardio burst to get the blood pumping, lactic acid out of those muscles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it's front and back, other side, front and back. Try to stay really light on those toes and keep your knees bent, front and back. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Nice job. Okay, we're coming back into a hover position. So once again, your arms are underneath your shoulders. Deep breath here, toes are under, and bring your knees up a few inches off the floor. Start to rotate the front knee out into center. Out into center. If you can't do this, come down on that other leg, but you will not feel it anywhere near as much. This is core to the max. 4, 3, really press your foot into the mat. Now the other leg, around and center, around and center, around and center, around and center, around and center. See how I'm always coming back into place in the center there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now both circle and back. You're slightly going back with your toes as you come to the center. Around and back, around and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Come into a down dog. Heels are down if you can. We're going to raise up, the front leg, push it high into the sky, and then drop the hip open. And just hang out here for a few breaths. Really opening that hip, feeling your arms and your legs nice and straight. Nice job. Now we're going to bring our foot back in place. We're going to drop down on the back elbow. The other hand is boxed out, and we're doing the same thing, opening up and then dropping the hip open. This is tough, so if you can't do this, just go back to the other down dog one, and you might even want to elevate your down dog on some yoga blocks. Really hold this stretch. Push into this front hand to really help you keep the shoulders away from the ears. Don't slouch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to bring the knee in and out. In and out. You're circling through the hips. Just a few more. 3, 2, last one. Coming down, and we're going to do that to the other side. So come into your down dog. Really nice down dog position. Push into those palms and those feet. So you're as stretched out as you can be. Tummies are in. Raise your leg, point the toe, and then open the hip. Breathe into it. Open through that hip as far as you can. Point that toe to the back. Now come back into place. Back elbows down, so it's the opposite elbow. Front hand is boxed out. Push you out of your shoulder blades. Back up and open. Try not to slouch. It's so tempting to slouch here. This is another option. If you really can't do the up one on your elbow or even the down dog, you can do it all on your knees. 3, 2, 1. Now in with the knee and out with the hip. It's a figure 8 rotation. Down and open. 3, 2, last 1. And down and back, and really push your palms into the mat. Nice job. Okay, we're going to lie down on our tummies, and I want you to bring your palms up and push your shoulders underneath you, and just allow the weight of your body to push you down just ever so slightly so you feel those shoulders stretching. Breathe. Breathe through it. Now we're going to switch it up, so the other hand is going to be on top, and walk your palms out and allow the weight of your body just to push down. All those down dogs we did are just a lot of shoulder work, so you're stretching it out. Now push yourself up and come into a kneeling position, and I want you to place your palm onto your ankle and then sit down on it. Keep your arms straight by your side and push your head over to the other side. Push your spine as straight as you can, and you should feel a nice stretch there. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, take your hand and gently push your head down. That feels so good. Now we're doing that to the other side. So other hand onto that ankle, sit onto it so it's really anchored. Push your spine straight, bring your arm close to your torso, and then just lean over. So you're just leaning, keeping that arm really nice and straight. And if you want a bit more, very light pull on that head. And now we're going to bring our hands behind and place our hands on top of each other and push against our neck and just pull back, letting our head drop back and our elbows are towards the back so you really feel that opening. And then we're going to do the opposite and pull our elbows down, rounding through our spine and slightly pushing on our back of the head, back of the neck, and really opening through the shoulder blades. Breathe the whole time. Deep breaths. And now put your hands underneath the front of your knees and really push your spine to the back, keeping your arms straight and rounding through the back so that you feel your whole spine stretching and your shoulder blades are coming apart. Breathe. And then just cross your hands back onto those fingertips. You won't have as large a range of motion. You might need to rotate the bottom arm and pull back. So this is mostly for the shoulder that's attached to the front arm. And then you're switching that out. So rotate that arm. Use your bicep here to help you. And the top arm is nice and straight and you're pulling away, opening through the shoulder. Nice job. So now that we're all nice and loose, we're going to do a couple more positions in plank because we can, and then we're going to do some deep glute stretches. So come into a plank and I want you to come down with your hips, and as you come up, bring the knee in. Down and up, down and up. So it's like a mountain climber, but you're dipping your hips with control. So don't hyperextend your back, but really try to bring those knees in. A few more like this and we're crossing them over. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now down and cross to the opposite elbow. So maybe make it more dynamic. Come up further, pushing your hips up into the air. Up and up, up and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now rotate through the hips. Side to side, little ones. Breathe. We're going to come down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Put your hips on the mat, your knees on the mat, and keep rotating through the hips. Side to side. You're in a semi-tricep push-up position. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now back, around, and front. And now don't come all the way down and rotate through it. You've seen these before. A few on each side. Last one on this side. And the other way. Back around and back to the front. And front. Should feel really good. And front, 2 more. Up, last one. Up, and one last child's pose before we go into some pigeon stretch combinations. One more deep breath. And we're up. Okay, so we're going to start with a warrior 3. So I want you to get into a down dog position. We're going to bring our leg up in the air and we're going to step forward and through, and then bring this heel in line with the instep of your back foot and come down into a really nice wide position. Then hands are out and push to the front. So you're pushing and pushing, trying to get this leg here to 90 degrees and never coming into a straight leg position here. Pushing to the front, really holding your tummy in, your chest is proud, and you're squeezing your abs as you push. Really trying to push so that all of your weight is going into the heel of this front leg. Your toes should be able to wiggle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now start to circle. You've seen these ones before if you've been doing some of my stretch workouts recently. Circle around and around, around and around. Arms to the top. Pull out of those shoulders, but press your shoulder blades down and back. Around and around. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to rotate our arms in a figure 8 as we come down. Now, come over that knee all the way down. Make sure you feel this in your front leg. Dynamic motion. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it and chop and chop. You're still facing the front and you're chopping to the back by leaning this waistline down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now coming down, I want you to press your leg back up into the air and then come forward into a pigeon pose. So you're lining up your belly button with that knee and you're bringing that leg forward. Now, there's variations on this. You can keep your heel close to your body, which is easier, or you can bring it all the way out to 90 degrees, which is harder. For this case, I'm going to put it somewhere in between because I want you to actually be able to push your hands off. Can you sit here? If you can't, you can have one hand on the ground, but if you can, deep breath in and push your hands off. Now start rotating your shoulders to the back. Push back and back. See how I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together as I'm coming up. This should feel intense on that glute of the bent leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want your arms to the back and we're going to rotate the shoulders to the front. Rotate the shoulders to the front. Hinging forward. We're going to come down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. Down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. Again, and up. Last time, down, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. Now clasp your hands behind, really open up and lean forward. Arms are up. If you can't do this, then just stay up. Breathe. Now come up again and we're going to stack our shins. So bring this leg in. That leg that was in pigeon is on top. You want to stack the shins by putting your heel up onto the leg. You're not going to be able to get it all the way down unless you're super flexible through your hips, which I am not. So I would rather make sure my leg is really stacked than to go like this and bring it down. Okay, so bring it up. And now lightly push down here. Should be super tough already. Feeling all of these hips and glutes open, especially on this side, but even on this side. Stay upright for the moment. Now if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can bring your elbow down here and press down onto that side. That is amazing. If you're tight through the hips from doing squats and lunges, this is amazing in a torturous kind of way. Awesome job. Now while we're here, just cross-legged, hand onto the elbow, onto your knee. Deep breath in and just rotate to the back. Pull yourself back by pushing against this hand. Fantastic job. Guess what? Other side. Exactly the same thing. So come back into down dog. We're going to bring the other leg up. Then we're going to step it through. Turn our back foot so the heel is in line with the instep and start to push to the front. Push to the front. Warrior 2 position. I think I said warrior 3 before. I don't know why I did. I'm not that great with my yoga terms. Just follow what I'm doing, not so much the words I'm saying. Do as I do, not as I say. A few more like this. Really push to the front. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just start circling. Doesn't really matter so much which way you're circling. Arms overhead. If you want to circle this way, it feels a little bit more natural in one direction. I think this way actually feels more natural. So just do whichever one feels kind of loose and nice. Breathing. Around and around. 6, 5. Stay low. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to do like a figure 8, pushing to the front and back. Now, you can feel that there is a bit of an imbalance here. You're going to feel like you're about to fall over like I just did before, but just get back into it. It doesn't matter. Hopefully no one's watching. down. I can't say that for me, but hopefully for you. No one's watching. 4 more. Bend into the side. And 2. And 1. And now just stay down here and chop to the back. Remember, this here you're squeezing. Chop, 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 chop. Stay low in the leg. Oof, oof, oof. You should feel this in both obliques. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back into down dog. You're going to lift that leg up and bring it through to pigeon. We're back at this exercise. So really make sure you're comfortable here. Deep breath in, then push up and start rolling to the back. Back and back. Now, if this isn't working for you, you can bring your back leg in, and that's a bit of a cheats version. Or as I said, here, help yourself with one hand. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the back. Roll forward. So you're hinging forward now. Rolling your shoulders. We're going to roll down for 4, up for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's speed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clasp your hands and come down. If you can put your forehead down, do it. If not, stay up higher. Breathe. Then put your hands down, push up, and we're stacking our shins again. So the other foot is on the opposite knee. And once again, you don't want it down here, you want it up here, and this to be straight and parallel. Then sit up really tall and push down lightly onto that knee. Breathe into it. Now every time you breathe out, think about slightly pushing down more, okay? Push down more. Hopefully you can. It's okay if you're not there yet. And if you want a little bit more, bring your elbow across and push down and just hold that there by locking it in with your other hand. Opening that out. And then we're just going to put that into a cross-legged position, hand on the opposite knee, and rotate. Push into this front hand to help you rotate even further. Stay up tall in your torso. Awesome job. Now coming to the front, we're going to do some core. So I want you to have your legs out in front. You can either keep both legs straight and slightly straddled, or you can bring the back leg up to you. Now I want you to see curve down so that your belly button's pulled into your spine and your chest is slightly forward, and you want to keep your legs straight for this. So for this one, I'm just going to come up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So starting with a crunch, I'm slightly leaning my torso towards my leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to rotate my leg and bring it in. So I'm rotating my inner thigh up and I'm squeezing in and I'm reaching forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to keep my leg straight and I'm going to chop my arms across my leg. Across and across. I'm loving this one at the moment. You're going to see it in a few of my workouts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want this knee to this side. So just reach your arms and you're bringing your knee to the opposite shoulder. Are you feeling your thighs as well? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're going to lean forward. We're going to stretch up and back. We're going to lean forward, straddle stretch so your legs are wider. We're going to stretch up and back. Lean it forward, straddle stretch. Stretch up and back. One more. And stretch up and back. Now, legs are slightly further in again. Once again, if you want to bend this, you can. I'm going to reach towards that leg, and it's up and up, up and up. Leaning your torso towards that leg as you lift it, but you're still in that C curve. 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn your leg out, and it's knee in and out. You're pushing away a heavy cement block. In and out, in and out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now it's across the body. You can either use your arms dynamically here or just hold to that corner, up to you. Squeezing through the waist. 4, 3, 2, 1, and into the shoulder, opposite shoulder, bringing the knee in. Squeezing that. Feel that burn. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hands are behind you. Push out of those shoulders, and we're going to bring our legs up and just big overlaps like this. Okay, you're overlapping and overlapping, crisscrossing and crisscross. Across and across. The straighter you keep your legs, the harder it is. So if you want to make it easier, bend those legs. Across and across. Come on, a few more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend those legs, and we're going to do heel taps. And if you can, come up and just keep your hands to the side. Tap those heels. We're going to tap into the center and back out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet are turned out. 3, 2, and 1. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last time. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And tap those toes. Both legs up. Keep them bent. Tap and tap. Tap and tap. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Nice job. We're just going to do a beautiful side stretch. So I want you to come back up on the back toe. Front leg is straight. Touch your toe. Breathe in and rise up and reach to the back. Come back down. Touch your toe and blow all the air out and rise up. Again, down and all the way up and rise up. Last time down. And we're going to come to the other side, exactly the same thing. So the back foot can be in releve or it can be flat. Touch your toe and then rise up, stretch over and come back down. And again, rise up, stretching over, come back down. One more time. Rise up and come back down. Now while we're down here, we're going to come down on one elbow, and we're just going to shoot our leg to the front and back, and we're just going to bend forward, big range of motion before we do our final stretches. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now I want you to hold onto this foot and stretch it in as strongly as you can towards your head. And now if you can, and only if you can, we're going to attempt that same exercise but in a side plank. So ground yourself, bring your leg to the front, only if you can. Grab that leg and it's up. Then come back down and just bring your chest down. And we're doing that to the other side. So down on your elbow, make sure you've got plenty of space behind you. It's forward, and as you go back, you actually come down with your chest. Big range of motion, you're just loosening things up. And back. 3, 2, last one. Now grab that leg and up. You can hold it wherever you feel comfortable. So if you prefer on the outside, you can do that. If you prefer this grip, if you prefer a toe grip, you do what you need to do. You might even be down here, and that's fine. Either stay here or come back up into that side plank. Bring your foot to the front and it's up. Pushing out of that hip. It's okay if you wobble. 3, 2, coming down. Awesome job. We're coming up and we're doing a similar thing but to the front. Deep breaths in. I want you to lean forward slightly. Tummies are in. Bring your knee up to your chest. Hold onto that toe with your opposite hand and straighten yourself up. Try to bring the fingertips to the back and rotate your torso. It's tough for balance, but try. You might need to hold on with one hand. Now from here, we're doing that warrior 3. So come through and straighten that leg. Flex through the foot as if you're pushing something away. Find a spot in front of you to balance, and if you wobble like me, it's fine. Now come back forward without the hand and back through to the back. See how much I'm wobbling? That's a good thing. I'm using my core. Back and front for just a few more. And after a few, you're going to get the hang of it, and then we're going to stop and do it to the other side so you feel like you're really wobbly. 2 more. And back. Last one. And back. Hand down. Bring that leg up. Stretching this hamstring. Come back down. And we're doing it to the other side. So coming down again. This is the last bit. Bring your knee up. Toes. 2 fingers on your toes. Bring your legs straight in front. And again, if you can't do this, you might want to hold on to your ankle. You can do that. Hand to the back. Rotate. Now, warrior 3. Flex that foot and come low in the front leg. Now come to the front and back to the back. Feel your glute on that supporting leg and back to the back. Only a few more of this and back to the back. 1 more, front and back. Hands are down, bring that leg up 1 last time. Bring the leg down, roll yourself up, and you are done. Thank you so much for joining me. Resistance Stretching Energize. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next workout.